Next is a candidate running for Plymouth County District Attorney, John Bradley. John was an assistant district attorney in Plymouth County, was an assistant district attorney in Worcester County, and now is a resident of Plymouth and is running for Plymouth County DA. So everybody, give a round of applause.
Thank you, and it's great to be here. Let me give you a brief bio before I delve into a couple of the issues that I'm very passionate about. I'm a career prosecutor. This is my first foray into the political world. I've been a prosecutor for over 26 years, just under 20 of which were spent in Plymouth County. I've also been an assistant United States attorney in the District of Massachusetts. For the past 12 years or so, I have focused almost exclusively on murder cases, on the investigation and prosecution of murder cases. I have been the lead prosecutor in over 30 murder trials, and I have argued 25 cases to the Supreme Judicial Court, which is the highest court in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'm running because I believe the role of the prosecutor in this state has become something that it shouldn't be. I think that we've been talking too much about conviction rates, about locking everybody up. When the role of a prosecutor, prosecutors are supposed to be ministers of justice. And I would like to return fairness, integrity, and transparency to the Plymouth County District Attorney's Office. It's an office that I believe has been run into the ground over the past decade or so, primarily because of failed leadership at the time. I want to talk about the issue of bail reform. The new crime bill is wonderful. It's certainly a step in the right direction. But in my mind, the glaring omission from the new crime bill is bail reform. We have had, for forever, I think, a cash bail system here in Massachusetts. The purpose of cash bail is to get the person charged to show up in court. It's not supposed to be punitive. The judge is supposed to set bail in an amount that will give the person charged with the crimes a sufficient incentive to show up in court. Well, the problem is it's become punitive. We have created, in essence, with our cash bail system, debtors' prisons across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We have way too many people that are charged with trivial offenses, misdemeanors. They're being held on small amounts of bail, usually about $500 or so, and they are literally doing time because they don't have the wherewithal, the means to cobble together, say, $500. And the paradox is, the cool paradox is, they are doing time in our houses of correction for offenses that they would never be sent to jail for in the first place if they pled guilty or were found guilty by a jury after a trial. And that, if that's not wrong, if that's not a sure sign that our system is broken, then I don't know what is. Pretrial incarceration has become a cottage industry in this county. It is costing us $38 million a day nationwide. That translates into about $14 billion a year. And I've proposed a system modeled on the federal system, based on my experience in the federal system, that will not only keep our communities safer by only incarcerating those prior to trial that represent a clear danger to the communities, but it will also be fairer because it will eliminate cash bail, it will abolish cash bail, and it will not incarcerate people simply because they are impoverished and can't come up with a particular sum of money. I would like to lend my prosecutorial bona fides, when I'm elected, to urge the governor and the legislature to consider abolishing cash bail. There are 2 states, interestingly enough, across the country that have done so. One is New Jersey, clearly a blue state, and one is Alaska, which is about as red can be. And it goes to show you that this is something that should transcend politics. It's not partisan, it's simply the right thing to do. And for whatever reason, no one has had the wherewithal to stand up and say it's time to get this done. When I'm elected, that's what I intend to do. I intend to urge the governor and the legislature to get rid of this unfair system. And it would affect a sea change, believe me, in our criminal legal system. The other issue I want to talk about, and it's particularly apropos today, the very tragic way, is the issue of guns. We need to focus on illegal guns. We need to get illegal guns off the street. They're being used in the majority of our murders. Breaking it down to the fundamentals, we want to make it harder for people to kill each other. And the best way to do that is get illegal guns off the street. We focus so much on our failed war on drugs, we haven't focused enough on perhaps creating a war on illegal guns. But that's something else I want to get done to cut down on the rate of violent crime, to cut down on the rate of homicides, and to keep our communities safer. Thank you very much.
All right, next we have